Hi everyone, Preston Banks here, and welcome to the Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase. We don't have any new action for you here this week in light of the COVID-19 pandemic, but what we do have is a special profile on CJ Ottgen, the captain of Team Honey Badger, and we also have a special main event from the Head Drop Productions archives.
CJ Ottgen is the captain and leader of Team Honey Badger. The strong-style Superman was trained in combat grappling by the Beast, Dan Severn. CJ debuted in 2003, and it didn't take long for him to make a name for himself. He went on to earn the prestigious Midwest Heavyweight Championship by defeating the always dangerous Conrad Kennedy III. CJ has traveled the world to become one of the most dangerous wrestlers in the Great Lakes. When asked for a brief retrospective on his career, this was his response.
Brief excellence. Japan, Europe, Mexico. Excellence.
Though the past several years CJ has been cultivating the mat game of the youth of Michigan, he came back to the professional wrestling ring and made it his goal to become the first ever Great Lakes television champion. The Hook and Catch Wrestling Club in Ludington, Michigan is where CJ hones his game every moment of the day. He keeps his Badgers in fighting shape, even during the severe downtime we are all experiencing. CJ has been obsessed since debuting in Capital Pro Wrestling with the destruction of Jack Verville. Though the two won't be meeting in the tournament, CJ had something to say about the possibility of a future matchup.
Not Jack Verville. Jack Verville's done lost to me many times. I took his move, the triangle choke. Jack Verville does not get a title shot. Would you guys agree?
Definitely.
No,
Yes,
no, Jack.
he didn't even make it past the first round of the
He
tournament.
didn't even get in the tournament, right? Oh, right, he did. He did. He fought his way in. That's right. He couldn't get past the first round.
Get past Jack Briller.
Couldn't get past Jack Verville. So Jack Verville, anybody but Jack Verville.
CJ even went so far as to send in a recent match from the Hook and Catch Wrestling Club that he had with the Mexican judo champion, La Bella Bustamante.
Hey, you referee it right down the middle. Right down the middle. Got it. Down the middle. Ready? Ready? Bell. Look at the technique, La Bella. Bustamante. Get him off me. All right, come on. 1, 2, go. Come on, let's roll. Man with the shorts. Give him. Come on. He's down. Refill. Oh, damn. There you go. We've got a new Mexican judo champion, CJ Ottgen. That's great. It's not gonna be as sweet as when I won the Great Lakes television title tournament in Capital Pro Wrestling, but it's gonna look good on the belt rack.
It's clear that CJ has the strength, skill, and know-how to win the Great Lakes television title. But will it be enough to beat Caleb Stills?
I tell you, my strategy, there wouldn't be much of a strategy, would it? What do you guys think? Should we tell them the strategy? What we have planned?
Let the fans watch live.
The fans watch. Alright, we can find out. Well, in a retro perspective, in a brief, Caleb Stills is going to either tap or be pinned.
You'll have to be there to find out.
Our featured match from the Head Drop Productions archives is from XICW 233, taking place on March 11th, 2018. Here we have the XICW Midwest Heavyweight Championship, the same championship held by CJ Ottgen back in 2007, up for grabs. Jimmy Jacobs, freshly returning to the independent wrestling scene, challenges the champion, GQ Gavin Quinn. Let's get to the action.
Gavin Quinn, your Midwest Heavyweight Champion, going head-to-head with the incomparable, the unpredictable Jimmy Jacobs.
This is a ridiculous matchup, DC. Jimmy Jacobs has held every XICW title, but I suppose that doesn't matter as much as this. Gavin Quinn holds it now.
This is XICW's past versus XICW's present. Jimmy Jacobs looking to become the XICW present champion again. Be interesting to see how this match starts. I think that Jimmy Jacobs is largely going to dictate the pace of it. If he's going to go fast, is he going to go quick? Is he going to slow it down?
Our champion, GQ, is terrific at setting the pace. However, I would argue that he is a bit of a counter-striker. He is a guy that does the most damage while you are on the offense. He is great at finding faults in your game plan. But let's see if he can do that with a game plan as advanced as Jimmy Jacobs.
You know how Gavin Quinn wrestles?
How?
Ice cold, no mistakes.
Ice cold. Jimmy is as good as anyone at getting in somebody's head, but he's going to need to be, as Gavin is. You are 100% correct. Not one to be rattled.
No, Gavin Quinn's not going to get rattled being in the ring with Jimmy Jacobs. He's been in the ring with almost everyone you can imagine. Here he is trying to talk to these fans. I think that's a mistake. Oh, Jimmy Jacobs grabs onto him like a spider monkey, but
goes for a standing guillotine. Even if it was there for only a second, still got a good little choke in on the champ. GQ, though, I don't know if everybody saw it, went for that seated super kick, that on the knees kickback. Which let's just, would have ended this matchup quickly.
Two huge chops, numerous chops, back and forth. Jimmy Jacobs not going to have much of that for very long.
Yeah, even if you win that, you lose that.
You can see the chest of the champion just red from the slaps to the chest, the chops by Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy Jacobs blocking that suplex attempt. Gonna have to soften up his midsection a little bit more to try to get him over.
You don't see a lot of that happening to GQ. That's a testament to Jimmy Jacobs' balance. And
reverses.
Yeah.
That suplex on the champion, Jimmy Jacobs.
Snaps it hard. Jimmy seems to be favoring that knee a bit.
Jimmy Jacobs has a history of injuries in that ring, as one will when you travel the world wrestling as he does. However, he is in it to win it tonight and is taking it right to the XICW Midwest champion, Gavin Quinn.
Gavin Quinn seems to be favoring that face a little bit. Oh, driven straight to the mat with nothing but a stiff right hand.
Yeah, two right hands to the face will do that to him, man, especially when dribbling with the precision of Jimmy Jacobs. Gavin Quinn fights back, fires Jimmy Jacobs into the corner.
Might not be as precise, but certainly as driven.
Oh, missed him with that splash. Jimmy Jacobs looking to go aerial. Gavin Quinn had it scouted, turns it into a cutter of his own. Gavin Quinn goes for the pinned 1-2 count only. Senior referee Rick Vivian shows 2 count. GQ not deterred, keeps right on the offense. GQ right now firmly in control of this. Finally has turned the fans on to his side and wanted to revel in that for just a second.
They were excited at the return of the Zombie Princess, but Gavin Quinn quickly reminding everybody exactly why he has been at the helm of XICW this past year.
Suplex right in the center of the ring. Jimmy Jacobs trying to figure out where he is. He is in Fraser, Michigan, here at the Lions Club at XICW 233.
233 has our debut here.
Yep, I am DC Howe. With me is DJ Dangler.
And with Jimmy Jacobs is intense back pain. Champ seated there with that knee pressed right in the middle.
I don't know if the champion's looking for a submission here. I think it's just a wear-out hold. What do you think, DJ?
No, I think you're right. He's not looking for a tap, but he is looking to wreck a day. Oh.
The
jawbreaker.
Yeah, that champ's going to be drinking soup out of a straw for the next little while. Huge clothesline on the outside, but Gavin Quinn managed to land on his feet.
Look at that. Landed into action. Oh. Take a seat, you're going to be here a while.
Here at XICW, we are a fan interactive promotion. If the action looks like it's coming at you, it probably is. Get out of the way. The champion just with a right hand to the mush of Jimmy Jacobs, who's seated right in the front row.
Both men better be mindful. We know Rick Vivian looking to count folks out tonight.
Yeah, if the challenger and the champ aren't paying attention to the counts, senior referee Rick Vivian certainly is. Rick Vivian instructed GQ to bring it back into the ring. Oh my goodness, it was almost the end of Jimmy Jacobs' career. Gavin Quinn, Jimmy Jacobs fighting. Jimmy Jacobs trying to bring him back into the ring. Oh, he does with a draping DDT.
That's a way to come back into the action.
Oh, I was convinced we were going to have a new champion right there, DJ.
The champ has taken a couple of high-impact moves right to the dome.
Jimmy Jacobs waiting, setting him up. Oh, he catches him with is it a knee or a lifting foot?
I think it was a kick that he caught there in the face and chest.
Either way, it stopped Jimmy Jacobs dead in his tracks.
But 2 feet for the champ.
Oh, spinning suplex.
Yeah, it looked like he was going for a DDT. No, plants and then elevates. Some fantastic offense by the Zombie Princess.
The resiliency of the XICW Midwest Heavyweight Champion, Gavin Quinn, on display right now.
The champion not all the way recovered from that high impact. I don't think he's recovered from that DDT entrance. Oh, maybe I am wrong.
1-2 count only, could not get it. I think we're going to call that a 2.9.
Yeah, that's a hell of a fireman's carry there by the champion.
But you can tell Gavin Quinn is feeling it. He's setting him up. Going to see that patented.
There it is.
There it is.
That kick, no.
No, the kick was missed. Gavin Quinn able to roll out of that. Jimmy Jacobs had it scouted.
What's he got here? Is he going for a choke? Is that a...
That is.
What a guillotine. Beautiful.
He's got him right there.
As he rolled through there, he's got him. Oh, that's sunk in deep.
Huge.
Watch those shoulders there, Jimmy Jacobs.
Jimmy Jacobs has it.
Champ has nowhere to go. He's stuck deep.
I think he's passed out.
Just coming off that failed pin attempt.
He's passed out, DJ. It's over. We're going to have a new... No! Gavin Quinn manages to fight out of that.
Catches himself at the 3. I thought that was it, DC.
The strength of Gavin Quinn.
running on fumes. Big. Whoa! Those are some monster fumes, though. My God. Powers out from exhaustion, up to his feet, and then drops Jimmy Jacobs with a beautiful suplex.
How do either of these men have anything left in them after that?
It's been a hell of a fight.
Senior referee Rick Vivian is going to start the count. Up to 2. Looks like Gavin Quinn's on his knees.
Men here, if they can't answer a 10 count, they'll be ruled out of the match, forfeiture.
That's fine. Gavin Quinn will remain champion. Yeah. Stay down, champ. It's cool.
So you could argue
no, I think
on the line.
Jimmy Jacobs showing a little bit of that spry spunk that he's known for.
Yeah, it takes a while, but never bet on a zombie not answering a 10 count.
Fighting from their knees, trading right hands.
That's dedication to animosity when you're fighting from your knees.
Jimmy Jacobs. Gavin Quinn. Oh, at the same time.
Oh. Leaving their welfare alone.
Oh, Jimmy Jacobs just a bite to the face of Gavin Quinn. Was it a kiss?
Could have been both. It's hard to tell. But he might be trying to spread that zombie virus.
Jimmy Jacobs setting him up again. Gavin Quinn scouts again, throws him right into that second turnbuckle.
Fantastic response by the champion. Well scouted to the Jimmy Jacobs offense. Yeah, that well scouted. Has a from the second rope cutter.
2, new champion. No! 2 8/10. You need all 3 though.
Yeah, a couple of times I have thought this matchup was wrapped up both ways either. At this point, I really can't tell you.
What I can tell you,
either guy's standing.
This is easily becoming the XICW Classic match. We have the champion Gavin Quinn on the mat, the challenger, the Zombie Princess on the outside. Jimmy Jacobs going up. He's on the second rope. Gonna go all the way up to the third, DJ. Took a little bit too much time.
Took too much time. Can't do that with Gavin Quinn in the ring.
Gavin Quinn, no, blocking that suplex yet again. Gavin Quinn's had not very much success suplexing. Oh my goodness.
So he goes to what he has the most success with, kicking people in the head.
When done right, there is no defense.
Both of these guys have picked some prime opportunities to just decimate.
Precarious situation for both of them. Oh my God. Gavin Quinn.
Wow.
Using that tremendous maneuver as a setup for looks to be his patented super kick from the knees. Oh no, turns it into uses memorandum into a pin. 3 count, oh my goodness!
That's the craziest damn thing I've ever seen. Did he just bounce off a kick in the face into a spear?
How did this happen?
That's insane. Our champion just lost his title, DC.
I am shocked, but my shock or not, that is your champion now. The Zombie Princess,
Let's look
Jimmy Jacobs.
Jimmy Jacobs is just done in one day. He has shown up and changed the entire landscape of XICW.
Well, that's how you make a re-debut.